Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to episode 130 of the Boonie Breakdown Podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. All right, guys, welcome to this week's episode. I am excited because I just switched things up a bit. The homie Brian, our problematic fave, is the guest for this week's episode. It is interesting because this was not my planned episode, but he hit me up like, yo, I'm bored. The Rona got my ass in the house. Let's record episode. And so that's what we did. In this conversation, we kind of talk about how we're holding up, things that are getting on our nerves with social media in the Rona, how we're dealing with our sex lives in the Rona. And this is actually a good complimentary episode to last week's episode with Goody Howard, Sex in the Rona, episode 129. So go ahead and listen to this one and then go ahead into that one if you need some more tips. But we just really just shoot the shit in this episode because we all need some brevity, some laughter for what the fuck is happening in the real world. So stick around for that conversation. All right, we're going to hop right into my pick of the week. This week it is Amazon. Because so many things are closed and I've been trying to do my social distancing and limiting the amount of times I go out of the house unless it's absolutely necessary. Amazon has been to the rescue. Even when they said things were going to come delayed, they still get here in time, or even before they say the delay is. So kudos to all of the amazing workers in Amazon who are in the warehouses, making sure we still all get our shit. And kudos for Amazon too for shutting down a lot of accounts for doing the fucking price gouging, because that's some fucked up shit in this time, right? And I would like my toilet paper to be restocked, but you know, it is what it is. So shout out to the Amazon workers. All right, housekeeping. I just want to thank everybody who but who clicked on and watched and did Would You Rather Wednesday on Instagram Live with us. I was a little nervous about doing it in that platform because I didn't know how it was going to translate. And I think it translated really well, guys. I think we did a really good job. Thank you for being interactive. Thank you for sharing the flyers. People wanted to do it again. I don't think it's something I would do every Wednesday. God, no. But for my first Instagram, I wanted 100 people in there. We had 117. I think by the time people went and watched it, it was about 155 people. So thank you. So next time we'll have even more. You guys were interactive. We did shots. We had drinks. And thank you to the 2 volunteers who went live with me to play the game as well. So maybe we'll figure out something. Maybe it's something I do every first Wednesday. We'll do an Instagram live or something. But I will do another one while we're still in the house because it really was a good time. And then moving forward, we'll figure out a schedule on how to make that work. Feedback from episode 129 with Ask Goody Howard. You guys loved it. Boonie, thank you so much for all of these great tips. I'm quarantined by myself, so all the cool ideas about masturbation from Goody, I can't wait to try. So thank you again. I got another message from a married couple. Oh, I really appreciated Goody suggesting that we also, in keeping up with our sex lives, we also work on do some intimacy building. But I hope to say that I get the balls to give my man a blowjob while he is on a work conference call at home. Thanks for the great tips. Loved this episode. So you guys really loved the episode. Like I said, if you have not listened to it yet, go back. Seems like we're going to be in the house for a fucking minute. So if you still want to have orgasms and come and nut and all that stuff, then go listen to that episode. Some really good tips, and let me know. I appreciate feedback all the time from you guys. All right. And I know it's a lot, guys. It's a lot happening. We're in our homes. Our daily lives are kind of different. If you have children, your children are most likely home with you. You're working from home. Like everything is just in your home, and it's a lot. And so I just want to make sure everyone is taking the moment to take a check on of your own personal mental health. Make sure you're trying to get some sunlight while the days are getting longer. Open up your curtains, the shades in your house during the daytime. If you can get out for a walk or a bike ride or a scooter ride, or even if you're just sitting on the goddamn porch, just try to get some sun every day if you can. Make sure you're drinking water. Stay hydrated. Eat fruits and vegetables. What I've been trying to do to keep sanity is calling a friend every day. Right now, because we have so much time, nobody's commuting. There are no excuses. I've been really getting a lot of good quality time in with my friends. 1 hour, 2 hour phone conversations, FaceTimes. Love it. Do that at least one time a day if you can. Play music. I know I've done days where I don't even turn on the TV. Today I had it on for about 2 hours, but the last weekend before I went almost 48 hours without turning my TV on. I've been doing a lot of music because music is therapy. And I think the other thing for me that I also have to check in on, make sure you're showering, putting on clean clothes, just trying to do things to keep some level of normalcy so you can beat the funk. You won't even realize how fast it is to slip into a depression by not cleaning, by not showering, putting on clean clothes, not eating. You're just laying there and getting sunken in. And so I just wanted to throw those ideas out to you guys just as a check in that, you need to you really need to just make sure we're taking care of our mental, and especially people who have families, people, even if you're isolating, you're used to being a people person and you're just the only person in your house. Like, we need to do these things to make sure we keep some level of human connection and some level of normalcy. And that's it. I just wanted to make sure that we all stay whole and well. Okay. And so, with that being said, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook to stay connected. We're at the Boonie Breakdown there. If you're on Twitter, you can follow us just at Boonie Breakdown. And when sharing this episode or any episode or anything that you love about this brand, please be sure to tag us. Use the hashtag the Boonie Breakdown, the hashtag PODIN, PODIN. If you share it in your Insta story, tag us. I would love to reshare it to let other people know that you enjoyed this podcast. So, also, you can leave your reviews over in Apple Podcasts and on our Facebook page. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Thank you so much. I think we have 75-star ratings in Apple Podcasts. I would love to get to 100 very soon. So if you can just go ahead over, if you haven't done that, takes no time to do it. You just, even if you're subscribed already, you just have to search the Boonie Breakdown. Go ahead in there, hit 5 stars, and we're good. I would like to get to 100 very soon. So thank you for your help in doing that. All right, I'm going to shut the fuck up now, and we're going to get into this conversation with Brian. So let's get ready to break it down. All right, y'all. So this is an unusual time. I don't think I've ever recorded a podcast, one on a Saturday, let alone a Saturday evening at 9:30 p.m. But when you don't got shit else to do and the homie board and hit you up like, let's record 10 episodes, you fucking record. So, hey, Brian.
Hey, is it even? I didn't even know it was Saturday night. You just fucked me all the way up. I was like, damn, it's not Sunday? My kids don't leave tomorrow?
It is Saturday.
Damn, it's been the longest weekend ever.
Today I'm so tired because I had to do so many things that I pay other people to do.
Like what?
I had to clean
your house.
I had to clean. Yeah. I had to do my hair. I had to soak off the acrylic on my nails.
Damn.
I'm tired as fuck.
You left out something.
What did I leave out?
Did you wax yourself?
See, my ass went and got that wax before they closed.
Okay.
So we're good in that neighborhood.
All right, cool.
I do know somebody who does wax themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
I have a question for you.
What's that?
Because I was having this conversation with someone and I was telling them like, I got to do all this shit tomorrow that I normally don't do. And then I was like, well, at least I got my wax. And he was like, well, yeah, I feel like a lot of women do that. And I was like, a lot of women do what? He was like, a lot, like most women get Brazilians. And I was like, that's not true. Like, I think women,
that shit like 50-50.
Yeah, I feel like I still know a lot of people who've never done it.
This shit is like 50-50. And, for the ones who waxing, y'all winning. And for the ones who out here still bullshitting around talking about it hurt and grow the fuck up. Like, just grow up. I mean, my thing is like, if you gonna wax it or just let the shit grow in. Because that little stubbly shit that you think that you just freshly shaved, that shit is stubble. Like, fucking stubble, baby. It's stubble.
Look,
you can't get all the way down in between your ass real good and all of that. Which
oh my god, I could not even imagine feeling the stubble in between my butt
right, and then the
cheeks.
thing is like, I mean, you know, you'll be down there and you're like, hey, bae, you missed a spot. You don't want a nigga having to tell you you missed a spot when you down there. Like, damn, she definitely ain't get right here. It just ruined the whole experience.
So my wax girl, when I told her I was fucking somebody new, she was like, "Oh, I gotta make sure I get it spick and span." She's like, "Now you know you don't never walk out here with no missed areas." But when I say the way she was opening me up, I'm like, "Shit, you about to fuck me?" Cause she was all up in that thing. But yeah, she had it. She had it looking nice.
To
So.
be a fly on the wall at the wax place.
And you know the thing too, like, I mean, you won't know this, but like women listening who get Brazilians, it's also interesting, like the technique that certain waxes use. Like, and so for me, like I got a big butt. And so for some wax, like I used to go to this one wax girl, she used to make me turn to the side and like move, like throw my leg over and like hold my butt cheek open. But I
Mhm.
felt like she wasn't getting in there good enough. And then that's when I gained a respect for the men who have to fuck me and hold my ass open because I was like, shit, my arm, this shit hurt.
You said you gained the respect.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
was like,
hold your
shit,
ass open.
my arm was trembling. I was like, shit, bitch, hurry up. But the girl I go to now, I like her technique more. You just lay on your back. She make you do like the happy baby pose, like pull your knees up to your chest and hold your
You
feet.
ever had to tell a nigga
She
like when he opening your ass up and he hitting it and you be like, no, not today because you split the top part?
I have not, but just the thought of that.
'Cause that's where
I
it
saw
gets
the meme
like
going.
that's where it gets dry. Like sometimes when we back there, like somebody posted a plum the other day and they was like
I said that.
it was like it was like this is what niggas looking at when they hitting it from the back, and it was like the little white part, and then it was just like this shit was so funny because y'all don't know that the little top part of your crack be so ashy, like, and that'd be like one split away, like just one two just opened a little bit too much, and this shit is just one rip away.
The funny thing is, when I saw that meme, I started cracking up because I was with a guy and he was like filming a POV on my phone, and I was
Explain to the
watching it,
audience
and I
what a
that's
POV is. Everybody's not fucking Pornhub certified or all of that.
so a POV is point of view. So a point of view, he's holding the camera looking down at my ass while he's fucking, right? And so that's all I could fixate on was that my crack was ashy. And so now if I'm planning a dick appointment or I know I'm about to fuck, I go ahead and shea butter up my crack.
But that'd be the worst part though, because it's like when we making the movie from the point of view spot, we go back and look at it, and be like, I can't even show this. Her ass look terrible. Shit, ashy. Like, oh no, it's not always this ashy, yo. Like, I swear it's not always this ashy. But yeah, that shit ain't.
So you yeah, so I definitely I saw I saw myself and was like, oh, never again. So yeah, when it's planned, try to take care, moisturize the situation.
Yeah, gotta keep all of that together, baby. And that's the thing. People just gotta like women. Just get the fucking wax. Like, go get the wax. The little shit you doing with your little cheap ass razor and all of that shit in your shower. That shit is phony. Like, just let somebody do it. That's why. Just pay the 70. Shit.
I mean, you could get it cheaper too.
Well, I mean, cheaper's not always better, but do what works for you and get the shit
It's
done.
not, but I mean, you couldn't find something. I mean, I've had a few wax people. I feel like now it does not. I mean, it doesn't hurt anymore to me. And I was saying this to the girl when I snuck in before the Rona really hit. I went like the Monday before they shut it down, and I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, depending on how long this shit closed, it's probably gonna hurt when I go back because I go every 4 to 5 weeks.
Hmm.
That it really doesn't hurt anymore. Like it's like a
You
okay,
know what's
but
really the
I'm
shit
good,
though? Fucking laser hair
huh?
removal. That laser hair removal was the shit too.
Look, that's next on my list. I said I got the teeth fixed, so I paid that bill. I
I,
said I was going.
that's
I
definitely
said I
gotta
was
come
going to do the
first. That's
laser.
gotta come first. Gotta get that mouth right.
And you know what made me do the mouth? It wasn't even that. People were like, "Oh my god, your teeth weren't even that bad." It's because people didn't see my bottom, the way I talk, the way I smile. And that's where I but Snapchat did it. When I started seeing myself on Snapchat, I was like, "Oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
Let's
it'd
go
be
ahead
like
and get
when
this
you make a whole bunch of
Invisalign."
live videos, you see things about yourself that you ain't even know. You be like, "That's me." Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be like, "Fuck."
like that. The first couple of times I
Maybe
went in
I'll
the news, I was like, "That's how I really look." Like I really thought I looked different than that. Like, come on, like who was that nigga?
Yeah. You can't hide on
You
video.
can't. You can't. I mean, but it was a good thing though. I'm looking like, oh, that's how I really look. Oh, okay. It wasn't like a bad thing though. But you know me.
Yeah. But yeah, laser hair removal is next on my list of things to do.
Yeah, so everybody's getting quarantine ready or figuring out this whole thing. Like, what's the deal? Like, what are people supposed to do?
Right.
Because I feel like right now, my whole
Mhm.
timeline is horny as fuck.
I I've been good. I will say literally I've been good, and today was like my breaking day, I think. This is the day when I realized like shit, this shit's not normal and shit might go a while because I had to clean, do my nails, do my hair. It was just too much. And I'm coming off my period, so I'm horny as fuck. Like ridiculous. I had to send the SOS to him like, "Nigga, you got to pull up for they shut this shit down cuz I ain't going to make it."
Yeah, the
And you
shit
need to be here for at least 2 days. Bring some Gatorade because we're going to be dehydrated and that's what the fuck is going to be.
the shit is crazy, man. Like, it really, really wants some like. I feel like women right now are at an all time thirst high, and like I'll be talking about men, but like my DM been jamming. Like every fucking meme, it could be like, um, Hogan agrees to shut down everything but liquor stores. Oh, that's good. He kept the liquor stores open. How are you today? Bitch, get the fuck out. Like, this should be so fucking lame. It'd be like, yo, is that how y'all feel when niggas be hitting y'all? Because I be sitting there like, yo, that wasn't that funny. That wasn't that funny. But I see you. I see you. I see you. I didn't got.
I def
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I definitely have I guess here's the thing, right? You gonna get your answer one way or the other. And you know everybody ain't doing
But
shit,
you
so I'm
can't
gonna go ahead and
move.
shoot my
But we
shot.
can't move. Like,
But I
you can't risk the Rona. You
mean,
can't risk the Rona on no new pussy. You can't. Like, that's double risk. So now it's like you don't really know how she move, how she get down, and she might have a Rona. Like you get the, like you get hit with a double whammy. Like you walking in there on some other shit, and at the same time they tell you you got the Rona. So it's like, nah.
I mean that is a big risk. It is a big risk. I do know someone personally who said that like they just not fucking right now while the Rona is going because they did a lot of new encounters, a lot of new hookups. So they're like, nah, fuck it. I can't risk nothing right now. So they are literally have said they're not
I
fucking.
mean, if you are like, if you really out there and you looking, this is a great time because the talking stage can become real beautiful. Like at this point, you can talk to that person a lot. Like y'all can have a lot of phone
Yes,
conversation, a lot of texting. Like nobody really got the excuse like I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like
I'm
yeah.
driving.
And the flip side is the shit is bad for my people who are in relationships. Like shout out to all the people in relationships that cheat and got like a little side boo or a side partner. I hope they understand them because shit is rough. Like how are you able to get out? Like if you're not
You
essential
can't.
and you're not like a police officer who faking that he gotta go to work or do some shit like that, then I don't know how you getting out. Like,
But isn't that even so more dangerous to your point that you just made? Like, all right, I'm cheating. What if your side piece got the Rona? Now you bring the Rona
but
home.
I'm not mad about bringing the Rona home if my side piece got it because I'm doing a job that's essential. If you're a nurse or somewhere and you're at a hospital, it's nobody's gonna be like, "Bitch, you brought the Rona home." I'm fucking essential. I've been around people all day. I work at a supermarket. Like people come in and out of my store all day, touching carts, touching merchandise. Of course, I got the fucking Rona. Like, relax. But the whole point is just like just your whole fucking schedule and everything is just all messed up. Like nobody really believes you now when you say I'm sleep and it's 10 o'clock. You know that shit is dead.
It's definitely like if
You
the
don't gotta
person
get
who
up
you
and go
want
to
to
work
talk
the next
to,
day. You working from home, so now they're like,
yeah, I'll be up till two. Well, that was my thing already because I worked from home so much already. So it was only I only really went to sleep at a decent hour the days I had to go in the office.
hey,
But now I'm all fucked up. Like last night, I was up till 3:30 in the morning for no fucking reason.
yeah,
I also did like I just was
4
up.
o'clock in the morning, I roll over. I don't know why, but I got up and I put CNN on. I was like, oh shit, this shit is real. Like, oh shit. Like, I gotta
I'm not watching the
like I
news.
don't. But when I looked at it, the shit was so crazy. I was like, yo, I already had my mind that it was real. Like, this is how I break it down. When they said they were shutting down things to essential businesses and stuff like that, I was like, okay, the shit is real because they announced that they was putting 6,000 beds in the convention center, right? So I
Hmm.
already work in the medical field, so I know I can name you 10 hospitals. Not even talking about PG, Montgomery, Anne Arundel. If we just talking Baltimore, we talking Hopkins, University of Maryland,
See Maryland, yeah.
Union, Good Sam. Then you start talking about the ones a little bit up north, St. Joe's, GBMC, um, Upper Chesapeake out in Harford County, and then you go up to, Havre de Grace. So it's like, okay, cool. You got them hospitals you just named right there, Franklin Square. Like, you got Sinai, you got fucking Northwest. And we need 6,000 more beds in the fucking convention center? Like, I know
You
right
don't say
now,
it like
like
that.
when they announced the shit, like I know right now we had 200 some people and 3 people dead. But you telling me we need 6,000 hospital beds? Oh, this shit about to take off. Like
Well, and it's funny you said that because Kenny just sent me a tweet, and it was like it's only 3,500 hospital
I got a
beds
cough, but
were
this I got a
available.
cough, but this is not a Rona cough, y'all. It's
Oh, he got the road.
not a Rona cough. It's not a Rona cough.
But it was saying that it's only on Thursday. As of Thursday, there were only 3,500 hospital beds left in New York City, and that's a city of 8.6 million people.
Right.
And it was like they don't know where they're gonna create the capacity for more beds in New York.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So where we were at the other day, we hit 1,000 like quick. So we hit 1,000 cases, but then it became out of those 1,000 cases, most of the people are going to be recoverable or recovering at home or in quarantine. So when you do the math and you do the numbers, in order to get 6,000 additional people in beds at a convention center, we got to be talking this shit is going to rise up to like 60,000 cases.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, this shit is wild. Like, I never doubted it. My thing is too like forward thinking. Like, this shit done fucked up so much shit. It's just like, what is it gonna look like when we finally get to the other side of
Yeah,
it,
like when we
right?
get to go back outside. Like, are
Yeah,
you
like,
even
how
gonna
does that even
are you
happen?
even gonna be comfortable kissing a motherfucker? Like, can we go to how sex is gonna change? Like, are you showing up with your gloves on and your fucking mask on, and you like, fuck it, like I'm gonna just wear a whole condom. My whole body's gonna be in a condom.
That's a meme too. Everything is a meme now. People are so bored. Everything is a
Right,
meme.
but the thing is, it's like it's real though. Like, do we go back to normal shit?
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, I really don't see what normalcy looks like when this is done. Honestly, truly.
So do you?
But
So
I
does
mean,
it cross your mind with your partner that you're going to be having sex with? Does it cross your mind at any point in time that maybe he could be bringing the Rona or no?
it crosses my mind. It also, it does. It did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like,
Does
oh
the
shit.
need for the dick supersede the Rona?
But also in
Answer
my
the
mind, I'm like,
question, ma'am.
wait a minute.
Answer
I
the
am gonna answer
damn
the question.
question, ma'am.
Here's my thought. It's because we live in two different states, right? So at some point, either governor is like, nah, then at least I be like, okay, well, I just had it in my mind. I can like make sense of it. It helps with my mental play. But also I feel like too, I live alone, he lives alone. We haven't encountered many people. So I feel like the risk is low, but I also feel like everybody already got the shit. Hopefully, we all just asymptomatic. That is so irresponsible. Don't be like me, but that is just my
Oh no,
thought.
I was thinking like that, as well. Like the thing is, the part that scared me was when I was watching CNN and I seen like a healthy nurse die and he was in the ICU for 3 days and his sister was on the news talking about it. That shit fucked me up because I know I smoke cigars and then they like old people. Well, I'm not old, but these motherfuckers around me that's dying at 43, 42.
That's the thing. I
So
think
I'm
it was
like,
so
shit,
much
I'm 40.
yeah, it was so much misinformation, I feel like, because everything and everyone they said who couldn't get it, who wouldn't be affected by it, that's the motherfuckers that's dying,
Right.
right? They kept saying, watch out for old people over 70. So I'm like, oh God, Pop, he's 86. He's diabetic. Like, please, I'm trying to bribe him to stay in the house. I'm not really worried about me because they're like, young people, you'll be fine. And everyone dying is 36, 40, 42. Like, wait a minute. That's my age bracket.
I mean, that shit like was real anyway because when I went to LA, um, basically like a week and a half ago, I mean 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. And on the plane, you just felt like the Rona was in the fucking air. Like everywhere you turn, somebody got on a mask, gloves, they wiping the seats. That shit right there was annoying as fuck. Like it just was like, yo, get me off this fucking plane. And it's a 5 hour flight. And people
Yeah.
like up on you. And I mean, I had my own seat like in between people every time because it wasn't full, but it just still was the idea like you look to your left and somebody got a mask on, somebody got a scarf all the way up to their eyes. Like people was doing the most, and the shit was just like nothing like you've never seen before. And that was 2 weeks ago. So now you go on the
Yeah.
market, people got their gloves on. I seen them.
Yeah, I mean, it is wild in the market. When I went in there 3 days ago, I felt like, was I the crazy one? Because I ain't had no
Yeah, I
gloves and I ain't
can't.
had no
I'm not
mask
doing. I'm
on.
like I can't do it. Like I can't mask up
I
and
can't
glove up
either.
because guess what I'm gonna do? Check my fucking phone every 5 minutes, and I got the fucking gloves on that I just touched all of the Rona with. So guess what? If I'm gonna get the Rona, it's just gonna happen to just jump on me and get on me because I can't go out the house gloves on, scarf up. Like
Yeah.
yo,
I mean, the only thing is I have some antibacterial in my car. So when I get in, I kind of bust that down and do the steering wheel. But I mean that's it. I mean, it's just such a completely change of your behavior. And so yeah, I don't
like I
know.
don't want to have sex with nobody if I can't do everything. Like if I gotta
My
think,
thing
and
is,
if I gotta think in the back of my mind, like I can't kiss you, I can't lick on you, I can't do this, I can't do that. I don't want to do it. Like if I'm gonna do it, I want to do everything, or I want to be like in that moment, like feeling.
well, disinfect the bitch. Like spray her down, get a shower, spray her down, and go on about your business.
Yeah, but then it's like I guess so, but I don't know. I'd rather do it virtual. So my thing is like I'm trying to create like a situation where I can have virtual sex with people where we can just come to agreement that nobody's screenshotting. We just going to do what we do. You put the phone on your private, I put it on mine, and we just watch each other and we masturbate.
Let me tell you that something. I have sent my pussy more times than I ever have this week.
That shit is
I have.
floating.
I really was like looking. I had to like delete the text thread for a second. 'Cause I was like, oh, every time I would scroll up, like, oh God, like, oh,
You open
it was just
the text
full.
and you like, damn.
Yeah, it was making me disgusted. Like, bitch, how many times you gonna send your pussy? But I mean, I'm with you on the virtual shit. I had FaceTime sex.
Cause it just come to you like in that moment, right? Like you be so fucking horny and you be like,
I
I swear I'm about to get in this
yep.
car. I'm about to get in this car and I'm gonna just if see that's the thing for me. If I start dropping dick off, it's like I can't just be like, oh, I got one fix and I'm good. I binge. I'm a binge on it. Like,
That's why I said I'm gonna need 2
it's
days.
like watching
So nobody hit my
it's like
phone.
watching a new series on Netflix. Like you just be like a fiend. Like you gotta start trying to watch every episode. Like,
I think I think that's what fucked me up was I think I was good and I think he hit his limit and he just rolled he pulled up. And so I had a taste and I'm like, fuck, I was kind of good until that had. So now I've been fiending since then. And now I'm like, all right, well, look, that wasn't long enough. It was like in between shifts for him. So I'm going to need you to clear your schedule and you just going to have to bust it down for a couple days. And
And then I think the
that's
whole
what we
thing
going to
too,
do.
like if you go into somebody's house on the regular through the Rona and you fucking them through the Rona, like your quarantine boo now becomes more important to you after the quarantine is over.
Okay, so I had this I'm so happy you brought this up because I was thinking about that. Like, I feel like, um, because you can't be as physical as much as you like, to your point earlier, like you have so much free time to talk and get to know people that I feel like I'm building a connection that I probably otherwise wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
2-hour FaceTimes, like, because it ain't shit else to do. And I'm learning so much.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a plus in it is that people are learning to communicate better. Um, the downside is, are we going to read too much into it when we get back free? Because
Yeah,
I
well,
wouldn't
well,
want
it
you
could
to
be just
think
right.
like this is going to be the norm. like, like I haven't
Or
heard
you
from
could just
you.
be like,
Like, oh,
as
bitch,
soon
we
as we
back outside. You know, I'm an outside nigga. Like,
yo, that's what you have to do.
I'm an outside nigga. Like off the top. Like people like I'm struggling because if you follow me and you see my stories, like I've been outside social distancing with my friends smoking cigars pretty much almost every day. So, like every time you look up, we got 4 or 5 bottles of bourbon. We at the
Look,
fire pit and we smoke.
you the niggas out here still having these kickbacks
But
and
it's only
send
four
people.
people though. It's only 4 people, and we got out 6 feet. So it's not like
Listen,
at the end of
I
the day.
saw 5 kickbacks today on Instagram.
But some of those like people are being ridiculous. If we're outside and the fire burning off all the Rona around us, we good. But the thing is, I haven't smoked. Like niggas was giving me a hard way to go because I haven't smoked. They like you a fucking dirty ass eating pussy eating motherfucker, and you talking about you not smoking cigars because of the fucking Rona, and you smoke cigars all the time. And I'm like, nigga, if I go in, I want fresh lungs. Like, I'm not. They already said they out of ventilators, so I'm not gonna be the dude who they like. Damn, like you're a big smoker. Oh man, like you're high risk. Like it was like, so you think 3 or 4 days gonna save you? I'm like, I don't care. By the time I catch the Rona,
You just trying to do what you can
yeah,
do.
by the time I catch the Rona, it might be 2 weeks. It might be another 3 weeks, but I'm gonna be 3 weeks clean. I tell you that.
That's fair. Yeah, I saw some people kick back in earlier in somebody's apartment busting down some crabs. Like, saw another one where they had the DJ going. And I'm like, God damn, like people don't give a fuck. And I think for those people, that is why we're gonna be in the house until fucking August, because these people will not stay the fuck at home.
Yeah, because so many people think that it's a joke, and then the conspiracy stuff is like, oh, conspiracy theorists. Oh, until I see a black person with it, like till I see a black person die. Oh, the only celebrities. Well, the reason why it was only celebrities is because they didn't have enough testing, and these celebrities was getting tested even 2 or 3 days after they were suspected. Oh, the Lakers will be tested on Wednesday. Well, what the fuck are y'all waiting for? Like, motherfucker, it's Monday. Y'all got to schedule them? Like, that's how you knew it was going to be bad. And then you knew the numbers was going to skyrocket once they said, we setting up these testing sites. Everybody, people already had, I felt like I already had the Rona. In my mind, I think I had.
In your mind, you think you had it. Yeah,
I've had so you know your medical history pretty well. You know, like every year when you get like a certain sickness, it's either bronchitis or you get a sinus infection, and your doctor writes you a quick little Z pack, or you get something and you're like, okay, I had an antibiotic, it cleared me up. But this was weird because it happened like March 1st, and I just kept coughing, and my shit was like really tight. My throat was so tight that I kept feeling like I was swallowing like glass or something. Like this shit felt sick.
Oh
But
God.
I had to work. Like I had to work with my manager in between those days. So it was kind of like real awkward. But what I kept doing was I kept going to Starbucks, and I had like 3 medicine balls. So if you ever had the medicine ball at Starbucks, it's like some type of like 3 different teas with honey and some other shit.
Yeah, I've always heard of it. I never
Yeah,
had
so
it.
it's like really soothing. So I had like a couple of them, and then I came home from work and I drank like Dayquil like for 2 days, and I took Nyquil for 2 days, and I literally just slept. I just slept. Couple nights I woke up in like sweats and stuff like that, but I was just like, okay, I'm sick. And
So
then
you had it.
I really think I did. I really think I did.
It's a few people, like, I know somebody else who said almost similar symptoms, similar things. Back in January, she even went to the doctor. They did the flu test, and of course, it came back negative. And then she went back, and they kept telling her, "Oh, it's not this." She thinks she had it too.
Yeah, I just kept saying to myself, like, okay, I'm leaving to go to LA in a week and a half. I'm gonna lay low. So I pretty much just laid low. Like I wasn't smoking, I wasn't drinking. I just was like, I'm just gonna get myself together. And I just kept having this little like nagging cough. And then even when we were in LA, every time I fucking cough, my friends like, this nigga bought the fucking Rona out here. Like,
You probably did infect the whole plane, and you talking about everybody
but nobody that was with
else.
me had it. So we good. We good out here. I know a couple people that should have had the Rona. Hey, if I had the Rona, I know some people that would have had the Rona.
Oh God.
Okay, just jokes, people. Still
No,
celibate.
it's
Still
not.
holding on to that celibacy.
Celibacy. So have you sent your dick around the internet yet?
No. You gotta be private about that. Like, and then the thing is, this is the thing. This is the thing I've learned. Shock and awe is better versus like giving the dick pic. So the dick pic comes with a very good angle, very good view, all of that. So you might like overextend the expectation. So that could be
Okay.
a bad thing. But the best part is like, so shock and awe was like when George Bush hit Iraq with all of the shit, like boom, like just hit everything up like all at once. That's when it was like shock and awe. So for me, shock and awe is like,
That's your gameplay?
huh?
That's your
Yeah,
gameplay?
so for me, like shock and awe is like you want it to be so bad, like that when they get hit with it, it's like, oh shit. So it's like you don't want it's like a sneak attack. So it's that moment where she thinking like, damn, I could kind of see his print, I could kind of see this, I could kind of see that, and then boom, when you chilling with it and you take her hand and put on it or you pull it out, then it's like, oh shit. But if you didn't already sent 3 pictures of it, she already got an idea. So it's like you want to surprise her. Like you want to surprise her. Like, oh, I ain't expect your dick to look like that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta hit her with some surprise. So then once you hit her with the real joint, she like, oh shit. But if you send too many pictures, it's like, oh nigga, already I thought it was gonna be bigger, you know.
I've definitely been hit with the man, that was just a good quality nude. That was just a good quality nude.
Yeah.
Okay. I this is was it recent? No, it's not recent. I actually one time got a I normally would just like, well, I like a good dick pic. I had a shock and awe moment, as you call it. This guy, I'm like, okay, he's sending me a dick pic. Like we were sexting or whatever. So I go to click and I'm like, oh shit. Like he also had a droid, so it was green bubbles, but ugh. So I go to click it, it's a movie. And he literally sends, I mean, it was at the time like like I had never had a nigga just had the balls. Like, I'm just gonna send her a full on, I'm jerking my dick, and then the cum shot went straight into the camera. And I was like, oh, I was so taken back. Like, oh my God. I didn't even know how to respond to it. Like, I watched it a few more times.
Did you jump when it hit this camera? Like, did you jump back? Like,
The first time I did it, I dropped my phone because I was like, so I think that was the only time I've ever had a shock and awe moment with a dick something. There was that dick mail. That wasn't a dick pic. It was dick mail.
yeah, I mean that's crazy because the whole video thing do be kind of like fucking you up when you open it up and it's like a video, especially like when it's a video and there's like a chick playing with herself. You'd be like, oh shit, oh oh shit. Then you get it and you be like, it wasn't that wet.
So know what I did? I said this in
Put
last
some
week's
water
episode,
on
but if
that
you
real
did,
quick before she started.
I hate you. I said this last week, but in case you didn't listen to last week's episode, what I recently just
I have
did,
a
because you got to be
confession.
spicy. Oh, wait, hold your
I
confession.
don't really listen to the episodes unless it's me.
I already knew you were going to say that. I'm not, I think you already told me that. So,
That's my
um,
self-centered ways. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better.
but here's the thing. I'm not mad at that because you support in other ways. So
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah,
I mean, at least you send a link to somebody or some shit,
yeah.
right? God. But what I did recently, because I was like, all right, I gotta stretch this out because I can't. I don't know how many creative ways I could play with my pussy in a video, right? So I put the phone on my chest and recorded the audio with a voice memo and had the video use my MacBook for the video.
Damn, you got
And
like a whole
so
fucking studio set up.
I got a whole motherfucking production over here. And
Nigga
so
getting spoiled.
I I sent the audio first so he could hear it. And then that dragged that out. He kept begging, like, "Oh, you ain't gonna send me the video? You ain't gonna." So I was able to stretch off of one go. There was just good one go around, and then I dropped the video, and it was like, "Oh shit!"
That's crazy. Yeah, you getting real. Well, I guess you got the time and you don't have nobody in your house. Like for me,
Yeah.
I'm like the one thing. Like one of the reasons why I like ain't even been able to get no good material. I clean my room. Like I don't want a whole
Oh.
basket of clothes. Like in the background, it's like the bed not made. Like all this shit. Like you just look like you in college. So it's like you just be like, fuck it. I'm not even gonna do this shit. Like I got a whole sleep machine beside my bed, 3 bottles of water that's empty, 2 half drink,
Oh.
3 pairs of tennis, some mail. Like you gotta clean this shit. Like you gotta do fucking better, Brian. Come on, you gotta do better. But
I legit just cleaned my room.
what questions did we get? Did we get anything good?
So I don't know. I feel like we kind of talked on it. Let me go look. Did you get anything in your ass? Because I got like 2 topics. One of them we already hit. I didn't get any questions. We could have planned better, but
They'll never want to send me nothing because they already kind of like have a thing in their mind. Um,
they do. I feel like, um, oh, so yeah, I feel like we did the because you haven't been on here yet, but the podcast birthday thing kickback we did. Um, I had got a comment from somebody, and I was shocked because I thought she had said this before, but maybe she didn't. But she was just saying like she really appreciates your feedback, and she liked you in a more intimate setting.
who was this?
Somebody who attended.
Oh, attended the live session. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They said they liked you in a more intimate session. You got
I was
nervous.
just like, what? Like somebody like me in an intimate setting. Like, what was we? Like, what we were doing?
Yeah, at that joint. So yeah, I thought that was fun though. We had a good time. You're out of control though still. Okay, so the one topic, yeah, we already talked about the one topic. Somebody was like some tips and stuff on how to still have sex with your partner during the times of the Rona.
I mean, I think you gotta just do it. Like, I mean, if you're in a relationship, fuck it. We gonna if I'm sick, like people was talking about Idris getting it and his wife got it. Yo, my wife gotta take care of me. The fuck? Like they had a whole special last night. So once again, 4 a.m. went to this fucking watching CNN. So they had a whole special about this lady who had to care for her husband, and the kids was in the other room, and she literally like had to go in the room, feed him his food, but the same clothes she had on, she took off immediately and put in the washing machine. He kept the same clothes on. He was having like a fever. Shit was crazy. So I'm like, look, man, that's what the fuck I expect. I walked down the aisle. You said through sickness and health. Well, bitch, I got the Rona. You need to come in here and make sure I'm good. The fuck you mean? You talking about go over your mother's house or sleep down the basement? Nah, fuck that. You better come check on me.
Yeah, I laughed. I thought that was just a waste of test to even test Idris's wife. Like we knew she was gonna get that shit.
Yeah. I mean, the only person who probably wouldn't have got it was Cookie. We don't know what the fuck Cookie did.
Yo.
Never mind.
Yo. Nigga. Nigga.
Never mind. Never mind.
I'm not doing this with you. So yeah, I just feel like I mean that they said the safest your safest sex partner always is yourself. So masturbate if you need to. Been doing that a lot. And then they said the next safest is your partner who lives with you. But if you're gonna risk it, then I mean, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's from what they're saying, it's almost like everybody's gonna get it. Like if you're not in the
Yeah,
house,
literally at this point.
like if you're not in the house and you're not like just sitting still in the house from everything, you're gonna get it if you leave out. I mean, that's basically
But
what they're
Slim
saying.
Thug said he didn't leave the house and he got it.
He had something come over though.
He probably did. I was watching his video like, nigga, this nigga lying.
Right. Like I just got the Rona sitting in my house. Yeah, okay, buddy.
So when this is all over, what is the first thing you're gonna do?
I don't even know. Like that's the thing. I don't even know because it depends on how serious it get. Like in my mind, are we going to be safe to just be? Because there's still going to be cases, right? It's just that they're going to feel like it's just, it's just under control. Like the numbers are going back down. It's not going to be like, oh, we beat it, it's gone. That's the thing. Like that's
Yeah.
so you don't know what life looks like. That, like you said earlier, we don't know what normalcy looks like. It could be still, oh, it's safe for us to go out and we can party, but keep these things in mind while you're in these places. You need gloves, you need an N95 mask, da 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 da. Like it's just so many things that we don't know what it's going to look like afterwards. We don't know what businesses are going to survive this shit. We don't even know, what clubs or bars are going to look like. You go in and you order a crab cake and they're like, we don't got no crab meat. The owner the owner can't afford crab meat right now. Like
Oh
we can't
shit.
afford to bring in the best DJ no more. Or the DJ that we had, he lost everything and moved to Atlanta. So it's like he just DJing on IG Live now. He don't even fucking DJ in parties no more. He just got his Cash App up, just DJing on IG Live.
Yeah, cause like okay, I'm just gonna go there. I did my first Instagram live last Wednesday for Would You Rather Wednesday, and it was fun. It was something actually to do. It just wasn't me popping on live and talking shit and talking about nothing. And I feel like right now, my biggest gripe is that when I do go on Instagram, because I go on Instagram every 5 minutes now, it's 25 lives at the top of my fucking
Yeah,
screen. And half of them motherfuckers ain't doing
yeah.
nothing.
People just sitting there with the camera rolling. They putting makeup on
Just
and they
like,
bored as shit. Like putting makeup on, putting clothes on. Like, oh yeah. Like if I see another fucking makeup tutorial, I don't give a fuck about how the fuck you put makeup on. Why the fuck do I want to watch you transform yourself? And now I see like all your secrets. Like I don't want to see that shit. You started with the bonnet, and now the last fucking video is you like all made up, drawing your eyebrows and shit. I don't want to see that shit.
yeah, I feel like unless you
And there's
have
some
like a real
thirsty ass
reason to
nigga
go
like
live, go live.
thirsty ass nigga like, damn, you look so good.
Always in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking too because somebody asked me about live shows this year, and I'm like, I had started picking dates and venues, and I'm like, shoo. I went ahead and emailed the venue in New York, like, yeah, y'all can let that date go, cause
We ain't coming there. I know I'm not.
yeah, I was like, them motherfuckers getting hit hard. We can
Look,
go ahead and cancel that
you can
one.
take a couple places
Um,
off the list. New York, I mean, New Orleans. New Orleans, they just showed the rats out in the street on Bourbon Street. They ain't got nothing. So
oh
they out there on Bourbon Street, the rats out there looking for food. Like, y'all ain't throwing nothing away this week. Where the
yeah,
gumbo?
what did
Where the gumbo?
yo, and Bourbon Street is so disgusting anyway. But yeah, it's just certain spots now. So then I was like, okay, maybe we could still pull off Houston. And then I just read an article now. Houston had a big. So I was like, all right, Boonie live shows for 2020.
Right. Cancel.
Yeah, they're probably canceled.
Postponed.
Because yeah, because the other part of that is too, all the big boy events are going to be trying to reschedule,
Yep.
right? And so then later in the year, I'm going to be competing with the Essence, Coachella, the Derby. Like, I can't be trying to plan around all that shit when before I knew Essence's 4th of July weekend, don't do shit then. The Derby is the first weekend in May, don't do shit. Like, so those dates. Now with them rescheduling, I don't know when shit is gonna be, so I'm not trying to compete. So I don't know what if I'm doing a show this year. I don't know now.
I'm mad because
I don't
I
know.
really thought this was going to be like part two of my 40th birthday because I didn't get to do the things I wanted to do for my 40th last year. So I was going to live through all my friends turning 40. And the
Uh,
shit just started off bad. Like the first thing up was LA. We going to the Lakers Rockets game. 2 days before, NBA canceled. Like motherfucker. So we get out to LA and this shit is like a ghost town. Like, it was like cool, but it wasn't LA. You know what I mean? It's like, still a little wait in certain
yeah.
places, restaurants and shit popping, but it just was an eerie feeling. Like people just kind of had this like feeling like, still social distance, give me a pound. Like ain't no see your man in the airport and you run up to him and you give him a big, slap his hand and pull him in and grip him up. No grip. No grip, bruh. Ain't no gripping.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's my thing. I thought that was one of the questions I got. Like, what's your dates? I'm like, girl, I ain't got no dates now. And then the other thing with Instagram, I am fucking over the TikTok. I
Adults on TikTok are ruining these kids' fun. Why do you have an account? Now, I did a TikTok with my kids. That's as far as I'm going. But I'm not setting up my own fucking TikTok account. Y'all
I can't
ridiculous.
take it.
Y'all ridiculous. Let the kids have
If
their
I
fun.
hear "Baby girl, give me something," if I hear that shit one more time, or classy, bougie, ratchet. If I hear those two songs,
Yeah, I just be walking through the house and I said it wrong on purpose. I'd be like, classy, ratchet, bougie. My kids be like, Dad, you keep messing it up. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. But yeah, you gotta let them have their own thing. But this is another thing. I meant to bring this up. So a friend of mine was like, a girl hit him up and was like, hey, um, I've been waiting for you to take me out, but we can have a virtual date tonight. And he was like,
a
okay.
virtual
Yeah,
date.
so she was like,
Oh,
oh, he was like, okay, cool. She was like, we're gonna FaceTime around 8 p.m. She was like, we can like even watch a movie together. She was like, if you don't mind, like we can put the same movie on. It's a movie coming on such and such. Do you have this station or this channel? And like, yeah, 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 cool. So she was like, and then um I'm gonna send you my order for Uber Eats and you can pay for me. And he was like, oh, I got work. Like I forgot I gotta work. Like it's not easy for me to date during the week. So maybe we could try it on Sunday. But he was like, this bitch really tried to like scam me for some Uber Eats. Like the fuck? I was like, yo, that's
you know what? I commend the ingenuity because I wouldn't even thought to go as far to be like, you could pay for my Uber Eats order.
I mean,
Okay, sis.
I'm saving so much money right now. Like I
Nigga.
literally cash apped out. I don't know. I cashed apped out a lot of money this month just because it was more about my barber and the post I made where I was like, if you lost your job or something like that. So I
Mhm.
cashed app a lot of people who said they lost their job, and it was just like $10, but it was like 10 people. You know what I mean? And then some people, like based on what they said their situation was, I sent like 20. So
Well, that was nice of
yeah,
you.
because it was just like for me last year in May, my situation, I got laid off, and I know what people are going through. This is a lot different, but either way, it's like you fucked up. You had no idea this shit was coming. Like people quick to be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you should save. You should do this. You should have 3 months of your rent in the back." That shit's not realistic. So
These companies don't even got that shit.
yeah, and
So
then
how
the
about
thing is,
that?
kids are home, so it's not even like you can. It's like you can't even rely on the fact that okay, the kids going to school, they doing this, boom, boom, boom. They eating up everything. So my
Yeah.
heart just goes out to people in that situation wherever I can do something to help somebody because I've been there. Not nothing like extreme because I'm not in a position to pay nobody's rent, but $10 cash apps
But no,
from 10 people, that's $100. You know what I mean?
no, I'm with
That
you.
might be
I
for
feel like
groceries.
the little bit adds up. Like I was scheduled to get my braids done on April 2nd, and my braid girl was like, "Oh, we're gonna send back the deposits." I'm like, "Well, no, keep it. I'm going to book." I'll rebook when you can go back.
Right.
So like just keep the $100.
And see, even with me,
I'm
well, my thing with my barber, the $20 I give you every 2 weeks is it don't really. I don't even feel it. So my thing is,
yeah.
I'm not even looking for when I walk back in for you to cut me and be like, "Oh, thanks for taking care of me during the Rona," because now your bill still got to get paid for that next month. So,
Yeah, no, I feel you.
and this is my argument with people on Facebook who fucking annoying the shit out of me. Yo, you can skip your mortgage. Yo, you can skip your car payment. Yo, they not.
No, you better
Yo, you
not.
can they you could call this number and skip your school loans. Y'all don't have to pay. No, you still got to pay the shit, bro. Like if you're in a position right now where you're still getting paid, pay your fucking bills because the last thing you want is to be like, okay, now I'm at the end of my term of my loan, and they be like, remember during the Rona, like to get out of here.
Send us that
Yeah,
4,000.
like we need that lump sum for you to like finish your car payment or the money that you put on the back end of it. Oh, we added interest to it, but now your loan
Yeah.
is this much because we paying interest on the 3 car payments that you missed during Rona. Like just pay the shit. Like
Yeah, if you can, just definitely still pay
that
it.
shit is for people who really fucked up. Like don't mess it up. They just don't be a
Yeah, no,
fucking don't cut the nigga shit. Like just be on some like people really like been posting it like and it's like real like because it's like people I know who working from home and they like chilling and they like yo we ain't gotta pay this oh shit I had just paid my car note like pay your fucking bills.
it'd be different if you're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna take the break, and while I do this, I'm gonna knock out a high interest credit card or
Right now
something.
you
Like
yes
that's
that's
different.
different if you say
Yeah.
okay if I could skip 2 mortgage payments I could just go ahead and pay my school loan off or if I skip 2 mortgage payments now I don't owe my credit card paid off I just
Oh, no,
ballooned all of that
yeah,
but
that's
it's
different.
not even no money to
But
spend on something else. Like you're not gonna get the new shoes you want because guess what? We ain't going nowhere.
we ain't going nowhere. I literally laughed. I was like, the one time I actually tried to play the little hype beast shoe game and get a pair of cool shoes, I get them, and now we
For
don't
the
got
sneaker
nowhere to
joint,
go. Yeah.
the ones that you did with the sneaker exhibit. I know it's gonna be postponed because I paid the 50, so I need that. So I already know we're gonna get that postponement date. Appreciate you, Shotty. But I was mad as shit because I was in LA, right? And we walked into a store and the dude like suckered me. He was like, try this coat on, try this jacket on. And then when I tried this one like jacket on. The shit was slick as shit. So I put it on. He was like 375. I said, get the fuck out of here. So he keep trying to like go back and forth. He was like, I'm not going no less than like 280. And so I'm just like, man, here's 250 cash and that's it. And I'm about to walk out with this jacket on. So I get the jacket. I wear the shit like one night we go out. And I'm like, I ain't posting no pictures in this shit because this shit slick as shit. I'm wearing I'm wearing this when we get back home. Little did I know that bitch still in my closet. Like,
Look,
ain't never gonna get seen. By the time we come back out, it's gonna be 95 degrees, and they gonna be like, "Why this nigga got this coat on?"
like I'm wearing it, niggas. Look, we were supposed to go away, so I was supposed to go on a trip to Cancun. We would have been leaving in like 2 weeks, and so we were like trying to hold out hope. And I was like, shit, all right, all these signs. It was like I can't remember something happened. Then they closed the border, the U.S. Mexico border. I was like, well, we ain't going nowhere now. Then we got the flight cancellation. I was like, all right, trip is done. But I hadn't ordered all these bathing suits. I was like, ain't shit to go.
Yeah,
So now we got all these motherfucking sales in my inbox.
if it ain't
I have
50%
not put
off,
this.
I don't want it. Like,
That's what I said. It got to be 50, 60%
yeah,
off, and
it's
then
got
we
to be
can
damn near
talk.
free because it's like I'm not buying no nothing else like that that's sitting in my closet. I literally have bought like 2 new pairs of sneakers to go to LA. Like I was just like, you know what, I'm treating myself. I'm about to go out of town. Let me throw on some new sneakers or whatever. Like, oh, let me get, have something to put on if we go out. All right, cool. I'm gonna take this in my bag. All right, I'm gonna buy something while I'm out there. I bought a little. It's like a jacket, but I was just like, oh, I really feel like I could have took that money and called my tax lady and paid my tax bill.
That's the way to be responsible.
Yeah,
Cause yeah, I'm like, well, now that's the thing. I was like, okay, I'm saving on the money. I was going to pay like 800 for the resort. All right, I still got that. I'm waiting on. I don't think the airline giving us a refund. I think they just gonna give us a credit that we can use. So just waiting to get that back. Hopefully we can reschedule later in the year. But I need my final thoughts on this episode. Stay y'all asses home as much as
Yo,
possible so
stay
we can
home.
possibly have a
My
summer.
dumb ass was there playing basketball yesterday, and my shoulder hurt, my knee swole. Like I went running the day before that. Like I'm so fucking tired. Like I just need to stay home. Shit is real, y'all. Stay home. Like I kept saying, like, okay,
Stay home.
I gotta be out, but at this point, just stay home. Stay home. We gotta have a summer. We're
Yeah.
gonna get punished longer if we keep going out.
Yeah, if we could possibly save stomach, I did go to Chick-fil because I went out to get Pop Pop since I don't want him to go out. I went out to get something for Pop Pop, and I was like, "Well, I'm already out," and I had to go to the Walgreens to get acetone to soak off my nails. It's like I might as well just go ahead to Chick-fil-A, nigga. It had to be 35 cars in the line at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you gotta think like
All
people
24 curbside spots were full. All 24.
people not really cooking
Eh,
like that, and it's crazy because for somebody who don't cook, I literally made that decision to get that air fryer, and
Oh, you thought I was joking. I ordered that shit today 'cause I kept saying like, "Oh, I want it," and everybody keeps showing these delicious ass wings and steaks and shit.
yo,
I'm like,
the shit
"Oh,
was
fuck it." I
money.
pulled the trigger today.
Like I never like I'm not a cooker. My kids know that I run, and they was like, "Dad, you so pressed. Like everything you make is in the air fryer." But they like, "Oh, this good. This good." Like and Trader Joe's for me always come through in the clutch because it'd be like little ready ass meals, and
Yeah.
so I just took the bag of fucking like I don't know roasted potatoes with the onions and stuff and just dumped them in the air fryer this morning. Opened it up like halfway, moved it around, moved it around. They was ready, like perfect. Took like 8, 10 slices of bacon, threw them in the air fryer. 15 minutes later, kids breakfast done. Tell my daughter to wash it. Do these dishes. Come back, throw some wings in there, baked potatoes in there. Like I've been rolling steak, everything.
Ooh,
Like this the most I cooked in
so
my
yeah.
life.
Me too. I'm sick of running my damn dishwasher. I'm sick of cooking. So the Chick-fil-A break was nice. I was like, I can't do no more, Jesus. And I sat my everybody's like, do curbside. No, I'm out getting fresh air. The sun was shining. I sat there right there with that sunroof open in line
Did
with
you
the other
smell
35
Arona though?
cars.
Did you? Am I the only person that when I go outside I can smell Arona?
Nigga, all right, that was it. This was so much
No, I'm
fun.
serious. Like, yo, that's the thing. Like, you ever smell infection? Like, yo,
No.
like my homeboys probably know what I'm talking about. Like, you just be like hitting a bitch, right?
Oh
I'm sorry
God.
for the B word. You ever hitting a woman, right? And it's like she got like a little smell to her, and the deeper you go, and the more you start to hit it, the more that smell come out. I feel like that's infection. Like at that moment, I just want to puke. Like I just want to throw up. It's been a while, but I remember vividly like who they were, and when I see them, I just walk the other way. But the whole point is that's how the Rona smell. The longer you outside, you like the deeper you get into it,
Oh my God.
the more you smell
I
around.
wish you could see my face.
Yo, yo,
Oh my God. Okay, this is it. I don't got nothing else. That's
like
disgusting.
is that Rona or is that BV? Fuck.
It might be BV. I would recommend a doctor.
Yeah, for all y'all sneaking to your boyfriend house and talking about you going to check on your mom and you going to go suck some dick in the car real quick and fuck a nigga. Yeah, don't be mad when your ass got BV. Trifling whore.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, you stay safe and you stay home. Keep air frying steaks for your children.
Yes, I will.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.
All right, I want to thank the homie Brian for coming on and doing this episode. I hope that you guys got some good laughs out of it, some good entertainment, a good distraction from all that is going on around us. Again, guys, please, please, please be kind to yourselves, monitor yourselves, take good care of yourselves during this time, okay? And even if that includes busting a nut, getting an orgasm, through sending a pussy picture to a nigga on the other end, okay? Do what you have to do to stay sane and whole and complete during this time, all right? And if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or any app that you listen to your favorite podcast on. Don't forget to leave those reviews too. We want to get to 100 reviews soon. And if you do leave a review, you might just hear your review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. Don't make these pretty images for nothing, okay? Have a dope-ass week, guys. I mean it. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the ratchet in you. Namaste. Until next time.